Ring the bell. Yes, good boy.
Arnie, go cuddle. Yes, good boy. Arnie, stay. Yes, good boy. Stay. Yes, good boy. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. All done. Good job. Arnie, stay. Yes, good boy. All done. Good job.
Arnie, sit. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes, good job. All done. Good boy. We're going to show you how Arnie does for his off-leash hikes. Ready, Arnie? Let's go. Good boy. So I'm going to reward him every time he checks in to begin with, to let him know that that's the behavior that I like and get him to continue to offer it. And then as I get success, what I'll start to do is I'll fade the treats and reward a little bit less often. I want to try to find a sweet spot between rewarding enough so that he'll continue to check in here and there, but not so much that he's glued to my side and he doesn't go off and sniff and explore, because that's kind of the point of going for these off-leash hikes, is that they sniff and explore and get some decompression, get some time to be a dog. So I want to kind of find that sweet spot between him not checking in anymore and him non-stop checking in. I kind of want this happy medium where he's checking in here and there for a treat, but also going off and sniff and exploring, kind of like he is right now. Now, as I'm fading the treats, what I want to do is start to switch it up with affection and praise sometimes for those check-ins. Like this. Good boy, Arnie, go play. And I want to acknowledge the behavior even if he's not going to give a treat every time. Because a common mistake that a lot of people make when they're starting to feed the treats is they go from giving rewards to ignoring the behavior. And then the dogs give up on the behavior because it's not getting anything at all anymore. I want to make sure I encourage the behavior and let him know I still want it, even if he's not going to get a treat every time. Okay, go play. So that he does continue to check in and offer that behavior for me. So things like jumping up or barking at us for attention or any other attention-seeking behaviors that we don't like, we might actually ignore those behaviors because we want the dog to give up on it. We want the dog to learn it's not getting anything, but it's not what we want to do when we're trying to feed the treats for a behavior that we do want to maintain. Good boy, Arnie, come here. Good boy. Okay, go play. Out here, I'm mostly just using kibble for Arnie. I'm not using a ton of high-value stuff. We've worked out here a lot together, so it's really easy for him to make the choice to check in and work with me, so I don't have to use really high-value stuff. But anytime you go somewhere new where there's new exciting smells and sights and distractions, you're going to need to switch it up with some high-value things. So things like chicken, hot dog, cheese. The idea is you want your best value treat to trump anything he's going to find in the environment, so that whenever you ask him to do something, he happily does it, expecting to get the best outcome from you. Now, as we're building up this reinforcement history that all the best stuff comes from us, it's important to have a long line on your puppy to prevent them from running off and self-rewarding in the environment. So what I mean by that is if I go somewhere new and I do not have a line on him and he runs off chasing birds and squirrels, that's going to be highly reinforcing for him, and that's what he's going to continue to do whenever he gets into that environment. So what I'm going to do to prevent having that happen is start him on a long line so he doesn't have the opportunity to rehearse that behavior while we jackpot him for good leave-its and recalls and really build up lots of reinforcement history for doing the behaviors we want. And then once it seems like he's reliably listening to all our cues, we can think about fading that long line as we get success. Now keep in mind, he's a young dog. He's still going to go through lots of phases where he tests the rules. So anytime it seems like he's not listening very well, make sure you've got that long line on him so that he's not building reinforcement history for self-rewarding in the environment. And then eventually, once it seems like he's always reliably listening to your cues, you should get to a point where we can start to work off-leash in safe environments. I've hidden on Arnie. We're going to do an off-leash recall. Arnie, come! Yes, good boy. Good job. Well done. Go play. So it's not just about food. It's also about coming out and having fun and playing games with our dogs. I like to play hide and seek so that they have to come and find me when they do. I get really excited, give them a really good treat, and say go play. Now, sending them to go play is actually a really important part of the equation because we don't want them to learn that recall ends the fun. And that's another common mistake that a lot of puppy owners make is they use their recall before they leave fun places. Then the puppies learn that the recall is going to end the fun, which is negative for them. So what we need to do to prevent having that happen, do lots of recalls where we can back it up with a go play and let them keep playing. If it actually is time to leave somewhere, what I do is I call them and leash them, say go play, and let them play for a couple more minutes while they're dragging their leash so that we're not just leaving and making it negative for them. And then after a little while, when I say let's go, that's how I'm going to end the fun. I'm not going to use the word come and then end the fun. Along the same lines, don't use recall to do anything that your puppy might not like. So I don't use the word come to get them into the bath or to do their nails or to do anything that they seem uncertain about. So if Arnie was kind of nervous about going through a certain doorway, I wouldn't want to use the word come to encourage him to do it. I would maybe do some kibble tosses or some kibble trails and encourage him to figure out how to do it on his own without risking using the word come and risking having that become a negative thing. So we want the association to be like hearing the music of the ice cream truck where they always get something really yummy and then they get to continue to play. Good boy, Arnie. Good job. All done, go play. So Arnie's gone up ahead there. I'm gonna change directions and let him know what the this way cue. Arnie, this way! Good boy. Good job. Well done. Go play. Now, realistically, the reward for this way does not always have to be a food reward. It really is just a cue to follow. And going in a different direction could be the reward for this way. But if he turns on a dime and comes racing in like he just did, I do like to give a food reward to encourage a nice, fast response like that in the future.
Good boy, Arnie. Good boy.